We are live.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It's a Sunday and it's that time again. It's 9 o'clock and we're back with another show, episode 28. 28 of them we've done so far. I've not missed one. Not saying everybody else might have missed them, but do you know what I mean? I'm just having a little... I've never missed one yet.
Hey, look, now it's on your channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably be my 25th.
Yeah. So we've got Ian above the clouds, vaping with CJ, Josh. We've got JP Vape Reviews, James, and we've got Danny Big D Vapes, and we've got a very special guest today, which is Harley Vape Mills. So,
Hello.
Are you all doing all right, guys?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, mate.
We'll jump in the chat and just do some quick hellos. I might ask you each to do 5, because I think there's quite a few in. We've got Stuart Ayton, welcome. Simon62, welcome. Vaping with CJ, don't know who he is. Got myself, don't know him. LJ McCutcheon, welcome, mate. We've got Vape Mill, nah, I've never heard of him. DE, hey up, buddy. We've got, going down, Jose Fernandez, welcome to a new person in the chat. Welcome, mate. We've got good old Kentucky Bill. We've got Mick, the Late Night Vape Show. Well done overnight on the show on UKVS. Did well on there, guys.
Yep.
What else we got in? Going down. We've got Jay Jarry. Welcome, buddy. Ryan Boyce. Welcome. Night Clover, new to channel, welcome, thank you for joining us. Call UK as normal, thank you for joining us. Reverend V, Coil, welcome. And Blazing Saddles, aka Blazing Vape 75, welcome. So I didn't need you all, I think that's about it. Did well there.
Yep, that's it.
Did well, I'm
There was me
back now.
scouting through the chat, just waiting for that moment when you said, "And Ian."
Yeah.
We've got a few more coming in, so we've got Mark H, Norse Vapor, welcome buddies. Right, so we'll go around, we'll do a little buffet and see what everybody is vaping on, and we'll start with, for a change, we'll start with a special guest. Guest?
Hello.
Ali, what are you vaping on, buddy?
I've just got the Aegis Legend purely because I'm fed up from breaking. So I just got this out cupboard with a vegan elite. Get a fall. And then we've got the Aegis Boost Plus.
Wow.
Which I'll probably get right done for saying it because I've been told to take my video down about 3 times now. So if I disappear off this video, it's because Geek
Yeah.
Did you slip?
I haven't reviewed it yet because it's not announced till tomorrow, although they have put a video up on YouTube. The idea was they announced it on Monday, but I think because I put a quick sneak peek video on, although I removed that, I think they decided to do their own sneak peek. So the review's out either tomorrow or Tuesday, and then I've got the Got Salts 10 milligram because I'm a dirty addict. Yeah, and that's it. That's in both.
Who would pass it on to you, buddy?
We'll just go that way.
Well, who's that way?
Ian.
Yeah, B.
It depends where you look, it depends where they
I'm
are
not
on
that way.
screen.
Go on, James. You go, mate.
All right, mate. Did you play with 7-2 on the Aegis X? Finishing off the Makazawa 4. That's it for me. Dead Rabbit V2 on the Dreamer 1.5. And I'm on the Lemon, Pear and Raspberry from Rachel Rabbit. And that's me for today. And I'll pass it over to Sugar Lips.
Right. So, thanks for that, Benny. Boost, Give Vape Boost with Riot Salt's Blue Burst. I've got that in there. I'm on quite a bit tonight. The Aegis X with the Blosso RTA on top of there. And I've got some Code Red by Darkstar. I'm on the SX Mini G-Class with the Zeus X on top. Inside there, I got some Banoffee Pie by Jack Rabbit, and I've got the Odin 200 with the Trilogy on top of there. and I've got some Ultimate Puff Chill Mango. There we go. I can breathe now.
Look at it.
Ian, above the clouds, what are you vaping on?
Hello. I shall tell you, I have my Arctic first ever Stabwood mod,
Nice.
Arctic Dolphin with Nautilus GT tank on top, with me trying to mix some concentrates from Nature Vape up to the concentrate in this earlier, so I should be topping up this tank once it's out. That's mango peach papaya in there. I think it's mango peach papaya, pretty sure. I have also got they've all been vaping on it when it's turned on. Spaghetti Cronus with a fat rabbit on top, with some Joe's Juice slush bucket bub lime.
Is it any good, that Joe's Juice?
Yeah, I like a lot of Joe's Juice stuff. They do one of my favourites, one of my favourite rhubarb and custards, Joe's Juice and Herbal Tides. Both do really good rhubarb and custards, in my opinion. So,
is it Kong Creme, whatever it's called, King Kong Creme? That's supposed to be doing really well.
yeah, that's one of theirs as well. I didn't love that, but it's all right. It's very popular, very popular. And I've got my Org Vape VX217 with the intake sub-ohm tank on top, with some Jack Rabbit Banoffee pie in it. And that is me. So I shall go round to Danny.
Thank you, Ian. Tonight I'm on the Oxford X. Inside that, I'm on 20 milligram Just Jam Raspberry. I'm also on my favourite kit that I've got, which is the Squid Industries limited edition double barrel with the Vandy Vape Matto RDT on top. And inside that,
the 3 liters.
Inside that, I'm on one of Zeus Juice's new flavours, Vermilion, which is a cherry menthol. Really nice flavour. It's not chemical. A lot of cherries tend to taste chemically. This one doesn't at all. Very, very nice.
Will you be stocking that in shop?
I'm already stocking it.
I might pop over in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's nice. One of my other favourites was Pegasus, which is really nice as well. That's sherbet, strawberry and grape, I think it is.
I need to try those.
Really good, mate. Honestly. And another one as well, I think it's called Midas, which is a butterscotch custard, and I don't like desserts that much, but it's really, really nice. I'm also on the Geek Vape Aegis X with the Vapors Cloud Trilogy RTA. Inside that, I'm on Just Jam Raspberry. And that is me, so I'll pass it over to Mark.
Thank you. So yeah, what I'm on is the Vapor SOJ with the Solomon Mesh, and in that I have got some trying to finish this off, Just Jam Raspberry from concentrate, and I don't like it.
You don't like the concentrate, do you?
No, I'm gonna have to try a proper one and see if it compares, because this is shit.
For a minute, I thought you were going to start saying you were vaping on that bloody cocktail thing that you seem to be vaping on for the last.
Oh, cocktail! No, I've given up on that as well. Daiquiri, fucking yeah, I've given up on that one. I'm also on a little mouthful. I'm on the SXK Sword with the Nautilus GT on top, and in that I've got a little bit of Makazawa Y4. Do you want some, James?
No, I'm getting to Pillar 2 coming through the week.
So I'm on that, and I'm also on.
What's that mod, Mark?
Sorry, mate.
What's that mod, Benny? Sorry, that mod you had before. What was it?
This one, right? It's an SXK, I think it is. Sword, it's called.
It's quite tidy. I like that. It's
an internal battery. You can get them off of Free-F Vape, Fast Tech, and it's about £8.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, and it goes up. So I think it goes up to like 40 watts.
The ideal for a mouth to lung tank.
Yeah. Oh no, it goes up. Let me tell you what it goes up. 50 watts. It goes up to. Little internal battery on it, but obviously I run this at about 20 watts, and battery lasts. So I have to turn it down now. You haven't turned it up. But no, it's nice. It's well made as well. It's quite heavy, and just for a little mouth to lung setup, it's quite nice. Rubberized, bit of metal on it. No, it's nice.
How much are they, buddy?
About £8.
That's good, isn't it?
About £8 from like Fast Tech. You find them on, they keep doing on deals. Trying to get, but it must have been out a while, but I've never ever seen them. And I just picked it up. I'm buying some stuff from there, and I thought I need to make it up. And they put this on, and I thought for £8 I'll give it a bash, but it's been a banger.
Looks a bit geek vape-ish, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's SXK. It's called the Sword.
Have you seen the new smoke?
The
Smoke?
Riptide or whatever it's called.
I don't think it's been released yet. It looks exactly like an Aegis.
Yeah, is it? We saw that. We were on about that over there. What's it called? It's called a Scree or something, innit? They do an S8, an S4, and there's like 3 different versions of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on about that over there. And I've got the old vape is it a VX217 or whatever it is with the intake sub-ohm tank on top, and as everybody else is keep getting that low battery cut off at about 75%, 50% and 25%, and then it starts working again. So obviously there's a problem with the firmware on it. And like I say, I'm on a little bit of bling, which
Bling,
is
bling.
the FOD.
Bejazzle pod.
Do you
It
know
does
it's
look well
nice? If it didn't have all them bling on it, people would probably buy it, but
Yeah.
it's what it is. 41 diamonds. That's what FOD stands for. 41. I ain't counted them, so they might have conned me, but don't know. But it's nice.
Yeah.
By the end of the show, Mark, you got to count how many diamonds are on that pod.
Yeah, and on that I've got the Cigar 8 pink, and in the intake I'm on some pomegranate, kiwi, and watermelon, and that is me.
Excellent.
That is everything. So we've got a special guest on. We will. Hey up, Terry. ABC. You alright, mate? Special guest, which is Harley from Vape Mills. He does do a show on a Sunday night. He's just starting it where it's gets different guests on. So that's a new show you've started, isn't it? Live one.
Yeah. Sunday night at 6 o'clock. It's basically just going around reviewers, one-on-one interviews. It was originally supposed to be not live and an actual like 5-part series where I met people in person. We had a little game, chat. It's more like a fun to watch type thing. But only problem with that is I was talking to reviewers in Cornwall, I was talking to reviewers in Scotland, I was talking to reviewers in Ireland, and you're like, this can't really feasibly be done like that. And somebody, I think it were actually Bobo, that said, just do it live. So then 6 months later, during lockdown, I went, sorry, we're going live. It's the exact same idea. There's a game at end. It's got potentially a giveaway on it. But it's generally just chat, bit of fun, chill out. Same as every other show, really.
yeah, basically. Yeah. It's just another live out there for people to watch, isn't it? That's it. You know what I mean? So, a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you've got your own YouTube channel. How long have you been going?
Well, you're going to ask anyway, so I may as well say I started vaping when I was about 18, so that was about 7-8 years ago. I opened my first shop last year in April 2nd, first week of April, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And then I started the YouTube account on the 30th, so just over a year.
Right.
And then that's it. Jay over the week said that I was just finding my style.
Yeah.
The problem with me is I don't have a style. I wake up, decide what I'm going to do it, and it's the exact same in my videos. And you can generally tell if I really can't bother to do a review or if I really don't like the device. I'm like, rubbish. But then if I do like the device, it also depends on my mood, because I quite often get this really like, yeah, it's amazing type of like full-on stupid attitude. And I try to dumb it down as much as possible because I appreciate people don't constantly want to hear me going off my head. But it does come through. And that's just where I am. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just day to day. Not even day to day, minute to minute type thing.
Yeah.
When did you say you started on the 30th of December?
April last year, yeah.
April.
The show started. I've never actually done a live show before. I've done little lives. Hi, you guys, all right? Just chilling. What we're doing. The first proper live thing I did was the NHS 52. Where I did 52 hours live, sponsored for NHS, straight through, no sleep. And then after that, I met Little Bro, and I went on Little Bro's show. And it was pretty much, I think it was just before that I thought I'm going to do it live. Then I went on Little Bro's show, and I thought, 3 Men in a Vape show. And I figured, yeah, I'm going for this. And I'm really glad I have done it on a live basis, because I've met guys like you guys, which I probably wouldn't have talked to or met otherwise. I mean, I go to Expo and stuff, but I'm in a tunnel zone and I don't really see people.
Yeah.
So no one would recognize me. I wouldn't recognize anyone else. And I'd have stayed in my own little corner. And even in a business perspective, I've always done things on my own, wanting to get out into that community of that business. So I'm really glad I've done the live because it has pushed me into this, not vape community, but reviewer community, if you know what I mean. So it's really glad I've done it.
Yeah, I'm a bit same. I did the same thing. I just kept myself to myself till I decided that I've come up with this show. And then watched a few people that have been on shows and people talk to me in chat and that. And I'm like, oh, I'll just put it out there. Went round and did exactly the same I did. Just picked up 4 people that I get on really well with. And we talk all the time and, you know, we have a little digs at each other. It's like a little family now. Do you know what I mean? So we get on, everybody gets on really well. And this is where shows develop from now. And then I do the mixing show on a Wednesday that developed from this. That I had another idea. And I've got, you know, 3 fantastic guys on there with Bobo, Net Reality and Kentucky Bill. You know, and we get on really well. And it just makes it the show a little bit more special. And it's the only UK mixing show as well.
Yeah, and people keep telling me that.
It is.
Constantly.
But
every time it's mentioned. It opens up to much more as well. Because I mean, me and little bro have been talking about 2 or 3 things that we're going to do. And it's just them ideas, but if you're on your own little box, because the idea that I've been discussing with little bro,
See you later,
which I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, we're already an idea that I had with someone else. But with that reviewer community, you can go, right, let's make this bigger and better and do it this way. You know what I mean? You can pull people in. And I've been talking to little bro and Mark Solo about creating a vape alliance so you've got the new nicotine alliance and stuff, but when you look at the vape industry in this country, it's really well protected. And then lockdown happens and vape shops aren't allowed to open, but off licenses are. So then you kind of think, well, are we as protected as we think we are? We should have someone actually speaking directly for us and not just for new ways of absorbing nicotine. So on your own, you can't really make something like that happen. We're a group of people that are active in the community and have got a voice in the community. Then that all of a sudden is like you said a word and it starts to become a thing. And you know what I mean? So it opens up so much more having, like I say, it's not friends in the vape community because we've all got friends in the vape community. We all vape. It's that people that are wanting to spend time pushing things and doing things on YouTube. And it's that difference. It's not because we're more interested in vaping or anything else, or because we're elite, or because we've got a big outreach. It's just because we're sad and we want to spend extra time doing things vape related. And it is really beneficial to have that sort of group, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, like we all here, we've all got friends in vape community, and I've gained friends from vape community. We starting this channel up that I never had before. You know, and chat, we've got people that come in chat regularly that you talk to and, you know, talk to on Twitter and that lot, you know. So it is making that little bit of a friend circle, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
And it happens outside the YouTube channel as well. I was talking to one of my subscribers of a week, and they've got tons of Facebook friends that they've met through the online stuff. I've been watching, I think it's Coil Builders Auctions. And through that live chat, they've made tons and tons of Facebook friends. So it's not only a community within us, it's the entire community of vaping that comes more together, which is brilliant on every level. It's full on solidarity, isn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did your name come from?
My shop's in a place called Langley Mill, so it was the obvious. Actually, I originally wanted to call the shop Vape, just because I thought it sounded cool. Because we used to call each other Dude and Dudine when I was a teen. So I like Vape, that's and Dudette, obviously. And I thought Vape, and my old man was like, that appeals to females more than it does to males. It's not in a sexual in a gender specific way. It's just obviously some things appeal more to males and some appeal more to females because how the media is. And after looking at it, I was really reluctant to change it, but I eventually saw that Vape Mill would be a better name than Vape. Not because of that, it's just I'm in Langley Mill, Vape Mill.
Yeah.
I've grown to absolutely love the name, to be fair. As sad as it sounds, Vape Mill, I like it. Vapet's quite broad. Vape mill is 2 words, 1 word. I mean, it's bang on, I think.
Did you look around for a long time to get a premise for your shop?
No, and this is what I was talking to with Bobo a minute ago. Because I asked him what we were talking about vape shops and people opening vape shops. And I used to run a pub before I opened Vape Mill. And there was a shop 4 or 5 doors down that were up. So I took that. And it's a great place. And there's tons of passing traffic, but that's car traffic and not footfall. And in regards to business, that's a big difference. Especially because I'm surrounded by towns that have got, very close towns as well, that have got shopping, like centre type things, that have got 3 or 4 shops in them. Like, for example, you know Chubby Juice, right? Everyone knows Chubby Juice. The Exceptional Vapes that own Chubby Juice is in Ena, which is a half an hour walk, 3-minute drive. And that's in a very busy area in regards to footfall. So they're obviously a much busier shop than I am. Now, I'm not saying Vape Mill's a failing business. It does what it needs to do. But yeah, I would advise anyone that's opening a shop to look at your footfall a lot more than you look at passing traffic. I also know another shop that opened the other side that they shut after 6 months because they had lots of more traffic in regards to vehicles than I have, but nowhere near as much footfall traffic as I have. So vehicle traffic and footfall traffic does not equate to the same thing at all.
You see, I have both, mate. I have footfall mainly because of tourism, but I had a lot of traffic because it's a main road coming from Huddersfield to Manchester through Holmfirth. But it's also if cars can park easily as well. Like where my shop is, you can just park right in the front, get out of your car, bob in 5 minutes, back out on your way again. But a lot of vape shops, they're in these city centres where you can't just park up and go in. You've got to park up somewhere, then walk 5 minutes, and I think that's a lot of it as well.
Yeah, you got the point. Just before I opened the shop, there was a public car park across the road that shut. So now there's only streets, and they're pretty much full. And you have like I say, it's a good point. Every time that the car parks aren't full on the street, you can notice people coming in that you've never seen before.
Yeah,
passing, and they could just quickly pull in.
Yeah. And what did you start up? Like, for example, I started up with to do my full shop and stock it, probably around about $3.5 grand. And I started my way up. I bought what I would consider now to be shit juices, and built myself up over time. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But what did you do? And how much did it cost?
About 500 quid.
No, that's fine. Yeah, fine.
If you look behind me, that side, you can see the brick wall. That would be because it was an hairdresser's before I took it on, and it had wood cladding. And I put the hammer through to take it off. Well, I removed all the wood cladding, and I realised that just above, where am I?
That one.
About down here-ish, they were the plaster all fell off. So I took it off as much as it was loose, and then saw that. Now the idea since I've been open is to have this blue bit spray painted in graffiti, not in just that bit, as if it's the entire wall that off it fell off. So that didn't cost much. Paint and stuff. What would be behind me if I were in the shop is a glass counter. They're expensive. You're looking at about $1 grand for them. No, I went on eBay, bought one that's absolutely crackered, pardon me, damp and everything. And all I did with that is I got loads of pictures off Google of people vaping, women vaping, celebrities vaping, all that sort of stuff. Downloaded them, put them into black and white, put them on, I think it was Word I used, put them onto a Word document so it were like a tiled effect, and then glued it on. So it was a lot because I didn't have much money. So it was all about, and what money I did have, I wanted to spend on stock.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of recycling, upcycling things, shall I say, and all that. There's also a chair behind me. I don't know if you can see it. That's, I'm not moving because my green screen will fall down. That chair were off Facebook Market. I think it was like a tenner. It's a 2-piece sofa. There's some of them IKEA bouncy chairs. They cost like £5 off Facebook Market for the pair. I mean, it were all, I ain't got money, let's do it as good as we can. And to be fair, the shop looks awesome. In regards to stock, me and Bobo said this earlier. Bobo's number one advice was don't just buy high-end stock. Look what's around you and look what people are buying. And that's where I fell foul. I went in for nasty juice. I went in for dinner lady. Everything that I had were RRP above 10 quid. So I opened the shop and there were people coming in going, yeah, that's nice. See you later. So then I quickly learned that I need another range. So as things sold, I replaced them with cheaper stuff. So now you've got stuff like Zing and Juicier, not Juicier, Juice, which I sell £6 or 2 for a tenner. And then I've got a premium stuff on the other side. So if you're looking for Din Lady, Nasty or whatever, but the liquids constantly change. Around me, we've got so many franchises. We've got Eco Vape, we've got Vape HQ. And quite frankly, I don't mean to be over competitive, but I think they're crap. For the pure purpose of, they don't change the liquid range. I think Vape HQ does a bit, but Eco Vape, especially the one round does, they've been open for 2-3 years and they've had the same juice range. They've added to it a bit, but now it's changed. It's the same juice range. And I says no. So once we've sold out our e-liquids, it doesn't matter if I buy 10 or 5 or 50 of that liquid. Once it's gone, if you want it back, I'll put it in the cupboard for you. But once it's gone, it's not been on the display anymore until later in time. And it's same with the hardware. I might buy, like, for example, Twister's been on for a while and the Smock Node, because the Smock Node is my number 1 quick kit. Other than that, I buy 1 or 2, maybe 3. Once it's gone, I buy something else and replace it. So that you're not coming in and constantly seeing the same old crap. Now, there is people that want the same juice constantly. Like I said, that's why I've got the cupboard. If you want something that I've already had, let me know. I'll keep it. You can use it. But for me, it's all about keeping it changing, which were ideal for me getting the wrong stock and making it premium, if you know what I mean. Give me a quick and easy way to get the cheaper stuff in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went on tangent. I can't remember what first question was.
No, you got it all, actually. I'll tell you a good brand to check out. Do you sell nicotine salts?
I do, yeah.
I don't know if you've got them in or not, but ULTD are very good. Very popular with customers as well.
ULTD, I'll note that down.
But also, they've got a big offer on at the moment. I won't tell you what price it is because it'll give things away,
yeah.
but they're doing a very good price on, I think it's 10 of each flavour in 10 and 20 milligrams, plus 10 of each short fills as well. And it's a very, very good price. So I'd recommend checking them out.
In my local vape shop, Riot salts sell pretty well.
Yeah, they're very good. They're similar because they're both hybrids. ULTD and Riot Squad, they're both hybrid salts. So the flavour carries better a little bit for me.
Do you stock? This is an interesting question for everyone, for your opinion after. But do you stock the nicotine gum things? Because I had reps come in and said, look, have them. If you can sell them, buy some more. And I did that. I had some from the expo as well, so I already had them for sale. But no one seems even remotely interested. So obviously, I'm asking if you sell them, and if so, how do they perform? And what's your other guys' opinions on it?
Well, I wouldn't sell them because it's not a vape product, but I can understand why people do because it quits people from smoking, which is good. But I want to focus on the vaping part of the community and give vaping businesses the money, not these fucking pharmaceuticals.
I'm pretty much the same as Danny. You know, like I can see the use of them, but you know, like it's not what what I want to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, with that one, because if I was going for, like, say, gum or patches type thing, I'll go Super Drug, somewhere like that type thing. It's not a sort of place I would look in a vape shop to buy.
I have seen a lot of companies, like say, you go into your local news agents, a lot of them have them in now. I did get some given when I was at Expo, and I don't know if you saw Chris Empire when they did it. Someone actually ended up in hospital because it actually burnt the gum.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
And give them a really bad ulcer. They ended up in hospital with it.
And Emily, his missus, did a test on it. It had bleach in it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't actually tell you what was in it, the people who's handing it out. So, you know, Expo needs to sort themselves out because they're having these companies in who aren't very reputable because they haven't got a clue what's in the fucking ingredients and what they're actually selling. So I would stay away from that sort of stuff personally.
Yeah, so that's, like I say, that's what I got, and that's why I never used it. I thought it'd be a good idea if you were going on a plane. Do you know, if you're going on 3 or 4 hours on a plane, you can't vape, you know, so I thought one of them in your gums would be fantastic. But everybody said that when you put the eye one in, it just burnt your gum straight away. You could feel it.
That's interesting because the only reason I sell them is for what I think it was JP just said. If you go on an aeroplane and you vape, you haven't long been off vaping, the time you get off that airplane, you're going to be craving a fag. So I'm like, there you go. Have them at cost. But in December, my nan were in hospital. And I thought, you know what? Cause she was very critical. So I thought, I'll take them with me, and then I can be beside her more often rather than keep going out for a vape. Cause I spent like 24 hours there, then going for 8 hours and 24 hours. So obviously, it was a long period of time. And I did. I tried them one night because obviously you don't want to be waking everyone up going in and out of ward. And I couldn't keep them in for any more than 20 minutes because it starts off with a little tingling sensation, as we say. But for me, it was more of a present burning type thing, but very low. But the more it stayed there, the higher it got. Yeah. So, yeah, they're coming off my shelf Tuesday when I go back to shop.
Yeah, but like I say, that's what we're going round, that they were burning people, and you know, people couldn't have them in for more than, like say, you're supposed to keep them. But you can't swallow them. That's the other thing. You know, like gum and things like that, if you swallow them, it don't matter. The mints, you can swallow them. But with them, they're toxic if you swallowed.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you accidentally swallowed it, then you'd be...
See what Mark Nature Vape's just put in.
Yeah. Wow, teeth whitening Nicotine gum. What a great idea. Trump also promotes bleach as it must be good for stuff, yeah. It gets rid of corona. So, have you with your shop, are you looking around for another? Because obviously Danny's in the same business, you know, vape shop. Are you looking to expand, get another shop, or?
No. I've just, not because of the lockdown, it's just because it's the right time, started to open vaping.co.uk. And I think that's about, I'm going to lower the hours on the shop when it's opened. That might be temporarily, it might be permanent, I don't know. But I do so much. I do a stock market. I've got VM print, which is not a full-fledged, but it's an online printing business. So I've just got that much on to consider opening another shop. And I think before you do stuff like that, you need to have a good base of trust. If I'm open, I'm a very controlling person in regards to that sort of stuff. It's quite a downfall in regards to business. So if I'm going to open another shop, I need someone that I know reliable, know that weren't too uptight, know that knew. Yeah, I mean, there's too many. I'd have to find someone too specific to either take over Vape or take over the new one. So in my eyes, it might, like I say, everything I do on spur of the moment. I wake up and think, shit, I'm going to do that. Who knows? Tomorrow I might quit the vaping industry and decide that I'm going to spend my life making coins or some crap.
Yeah.
But for the minute, I'm focused on Vape Mill. Vape Mill hasn't even officially launched yet. It's getting sales and stuff. I'm doing the weekly deals. But over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be manically pushing at that and trying to spend more time on that than my reviews, which is incredibly hard because that takes up like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But like I said, once that's open and running, who knows, I might decide, sorry, I'm going to go and be Bobo's competitor. You know what I mean? I don't know. Tomorrow's problem.
Yeah. So you plan on bringing your own juice out then, are you?
Juice? No. RDA. I've designed an RDA.
Oh, have you designed it right?
And I'm talking to manufacturers. The only problem is with an RDA is obviously profitable. But I'm not producing an RDA unless I know it's good. And for the first one, the sample one, you're talking about £300 to £500. And despite what you might think of business owners, I haven't got £500 to just chuck at a sample RDA.
Yeah.
It is an absolutely amazing design, and it will taste phenomenal. But like I said, I ain't got £500 to chuck it just yet. So I am in talks with manufacturers and stuff. It's just one of them moments. I'm waiting for that spur of a moment thing where I just could just do it and send money. But that's in pipeline. In regards to juice, I've always looked at making my own juice. Obviously, I've got exceptional vapes. Chubby Juice as a competitor as a shop, so it's something that you consider. But then to make it yourself, you've got to have a clean room, and then to do it as white label, which is where someone else makes it you and just puts your label on it. That's not the direction I want Vape Mill to go in. Far too many businesses do that, and I don't just want to sell some half-ass crap that's already got another label on it as my stuff. If it's going to be my stuff, it's going to be mine. So labels one of them that I've always wanted to do. Because I've always mixed. I mean, I can remember back in day, I mean, 6, 7 years ago, getting Eisenberg. Pretty much whenever Eisenberg came out, it was a fair few years ago. Mixing that from concentrate, because it was like £12 for 50 ml, or I think it was £12 for 300 ml if you bought concentrate. So I have got a very, not as much as you lot, because you've got your show and stuff, but I have got a brief history in mixing. I'd love to do it, but like I said, financially and properly, I just can't afford. I haven't really got time at the minute.
Yeah.
But the idea is definitely in the pipeline at some point in the next 12 months.
Is it true that you give your stuff away for free or something like that?
Yeah. Well, basically, I don't want this, even if I'm going to have to keep it to run it 4 times. But what I don't want is a shelf full of crap that I'm never going to use again, because I like my vegan elite. And if something else better comes along, I'll use that instead of that. My point is, if I've got a shelf full of stuff, I know for a fact I use what I like off it the most and not use the rest. So I thought, well, what do I do with this crap? And someone once said to me, "Oh, you only get views because you give shit away." I don't like care. I'm not giving it away to get views or subscribers. I'm giving it away because I don't want it, and I don't want it to just sit on the shelf. The only shelf I've got displaying stuff is up here. So, yeah. It's there. There's a shelf above. There's a doorway there into back room. I'm sorry. We'll forget about the finger. There's a shelf with a load of broken mods. If you broke your mod, bring it into shop. I'll give you 10% off your next mod or kit.
Oh, yeah.
So that shelf up there somewhere is what I call the junkyard or scrapyard. It needs expanding because it's getting a bit full now. But that's just full of broken mods and bits. And I have got lots of stuff. And I found anything that don't get claimed, because the terms and conditions said was 2 weeks. And I tried to do a giveaway for charity for stuff that hadn't been claimed. But by then, I think I only had like 900 subscribers. So it didn't go well. But what I have found is if someone comes in and says, "Oh, I'm looking for a pod," and I've sold out a pod, so look, you can have this one for £5. And all right, you're saying, well, sorry, yeah. But to be fair, if I hadn't had that to give them for a £5, I'd have been trying to sell them something for 20, 30, 40 quid.
Yeah.
So there you go, there's a £5. It saved you a load of money, that kit's worth 40 quid. And you know what I mean? So it is technically a giveaway, but I am getting my £5 from it. Because a lot of the stuff I review, I mean, at the minute, EC Click keeps banging me with stuff that hasn't even come out yet. But the vast majority of stuff I review is what I've bought. So when it comes to selling something for a £5, if it hasn't been claimed, then sorry, but I spend thousands of pounds a year on buying stuff just to review and give away.
Yeah.
If I get a £5 back, don't blame me, goddammit.
And is the Geek Vape Boost Plus going on your shelf?
Well, it still works. I don't know if you can see it properly in this lighting, but that's been run over 3 or 4 times. The Max, which is laying about somewhere, looks a lot worse than that after having the same amount of batter. So it will go on my shelf, because I'll use it if I go to a festival or something like that, or if I go on that out.
What do you think about the performance and the coil life and flavour?
You'll have to wait for a review. No, it's all right. When I uploaded the quick look, everyone said, "Please tell me it don't leak," and it doesn't. I don't know if you can see inside Vape properly. There's absolutely no leakage, and I've had liquid in that pod for about 2-3 weeks.
Why are they saying that the normal boost leaks? Because I've had no issues with that.
Well, apparently it's quite there's so many comments. There's got to be at least 10 comments asking about if it leaks, because the original.
What tends to happen from my point of view is that people fill up here, obviously, and then they overfill it, and it goes into this area, and then it'll get underneath somehow. But it definitely doesn't leak out there unless you leave juice in it overnight.
Yeah.
So I think people are misusing it, and that's why it keeps leaking. Because I've used this since December.
Oh, I haven't had any.
It's been great, honestly. Probably the best pod system I've actually had to date.
I know the USB's starting to fail on them, aren't they? Kentucky Bills has gone. Matty's went.
Yeah. You see,
I've
sold probably
this
about...
is external. This external's 18650.
Yeah.
And I know people still rather charge it via USB, but the reason I always tell people to charge it by USB is if you've got a kit like that, for example, I don't know how much that is, say, 60 quid, and the USB port breaks. You can either go and buy another one for 60 quid, or you can go to the shop and get a dual battery charger, 15 quid, and just charge the battery externally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So battery life, you can't really complain about that. You
Yeah.
can't complain about the charger because it's redundant. It's only a preference thing. I like it. I really do. I didn't like the original. I don't know why. I think it was purely because it looked and felt. But with this, it's a little bit wider. I can't remember the exact measurements. But with it being that wider, I think it looks better. If I had a problem, I'd have always said, you're going to see a bit of paint now from where I dipped it in paint, that because it's so wide, when you start getting low down your coil, you've still got quite a bit of liquid in there. But when you take it out, you can't see in this light, I don't think.
So it's a bigger pod then.
Can you see a little bit? The coil wicking holes are quite low to the base. So what I originally thought was going to be a problem isn't actually that much of a problem. I don't know yet because it hasn't been launched. And whenever you review from Geek Vape, they don't actually give you the manual. So no on information for me to find that internet to find information on it. There's no on the website to find information about it. So I've just got the device. So I'm not actually fully sure about what liquid the pod holds, but obviously there will be the 2 mil TPD. That's come directly from China, so it's not TPD.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I found the Geek Vape Boost to be ideal as an over. No device is perfect. They all have some sort of fault, but the fact it's waterproof, dustproof, shockproof. The coils last 2 to 3 weeks. You're getting really good flavour. You can go up to 40 watts. It's got external airflow. The juice port's on top, so you don't have to keep messing around taking the pod out. So I think as a starter kit, it's probably one of the best ones out there. I would say if you're going off what's out right now.
Without going into Master Date, you can't see it. Without going into Master Date, it's the exact same. It's 40 watts, a little bit bigger, takes external battery. That's about it. It is pretty much bang on the same.
Is it 80 watts, that one?
40.
40? Right.
Yeah, so
you got to remember it's all mesh coils though, so you don't need the power like you would with the round wire.
Yeah, but if you look at the Vaporesso PM80SE, that has coils that do go to 80. And it's a really good sub-ohm vape.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the Boost, me. Benny's had no luck with his, though.
No, mine didn't fucking work out of box, so...
Kentucky Bills, he's fucked already. He probably dropped it.
That's what I said, Kentucky Bills napped up.
It's like I'm up to 6 weeks on my coil.
Yeah, I got at least 2 to 3 weeks.
It doesn't taste like burning either. Like usually you should do by now. And I've changed flavors in it, and I've noticed how good the flavor changing, with the cotton in that.
Yeah.
Usually, sometimes you can't shift certain flavors like you would normally.
Yeah.
I've gone like from say net tobaccos to menthol based fruits, back tobaccos, and it's been all right.
Yeah. See, I had a lot of issue with Smock. Smock was my main issue. The N.U.V.S was probably the best one they've released in the past year. But the fetch, the RPM, even the RPM 80, there's always some sort of issue with it. And a lot of people have come back to my shop saying, this is wrong with it. It's making a daft electricity noise when they're pressing the button, like a zzz sort of noise. And then all these reviews come out saying, yeah, it's making those noises, it's doing this, it's doing that. And I just thought, rather than get the hassle, I'd rather get a device in where you have no people coming back. And for me, the Boost has been that one.
I know I have had no issue with a Smart Mod. No issues whatsoever.
I'm not about the pods.
Right. The only issue I've had is with the coils.
Yeah.
We were just on about that before we came on. That Smock are bringing out one that looks like a Boost, aren't they?
The Aegis.
Looks like the Aegis, yeah.
Yeah, the Aegis, yeah.
Well, there's three in the line. It's like a T4, T8, T22 or something.
I mean, the thing is, though, because it's got the similar sort of zinc alloy frame there, it just looks like a cheap knockoff of a Geek Vape. But it looks like a cheap piece of shit. So I don't think it's going to be that popular in vape shops, me.
Years ago, my favourite tank, probably years ago, when it first came out, the TFV 14 was my favourite tank. Absolutely favourite. TFV4, that's the one. My favourite tank by far. Then I broke it and couldn't find a proper replacement anywhere near. And after that point, I went from tank to tank without finding one that fulfilled. So to take a year or two off vaping, come back and try a Smock device where it weren't as good as the TFV4, and the coils didn't last anywhere near longer. Smock's coils went massively downhill. I think they've made a little bit of a comeback, but they're still not back to the standard they were at TFE4, in my opinion.
See the best smart tanks I think are the TFE4 and TFE8. After that, they just
They're
tanked.
bringing out that
Is it? See the
one, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bringing out Smock and Orpha off.
Off. It looks nice. It looks like the Coco.
Yeah.
See, the problem with them Smock is because they made such a good name for themselves with the V4. It's like they got to the stage where it's more supply and demand, and they were trying to get that next big thing. So of course, the quality of the products didn't match the level to what the V4 was.
They were just rushing them out.
Yeah, because like I said, they got so big so fast, and it was like, yeah, we need to find something to give us a big hit, and they couldn't have found it. So hopefully, with them having Off and Watopa under their belt, their corporation, they might find something decent and find that spark again.
I mean, the RGC calls are good in the RPM 80. They're Watopa for. Very good quality.
So, Ali, whereabouts are you actually from originally? Because you told us earlier you're not from Nottingham, are you?
I just said that. I just sent a chat message saying we're all from Yorkshire, aren't we? Now, you might not think it because that right broad Yorkshire accent comes out every now and again, but I'm only from Sheffield, believe it or not.
From Sheffield?
South Yorkshire, yeah. So I'm still more Yorkshire than Hullies, but
yeah.
Only barely. Definitely not from Rotherham. I am fully from Sheffield.
Are you sure? You sure you're not from Rotherham?
Definitely not. I'll get my passport out. I'll get my birth certificate. I will prove this. No offence to Rotherham. Yeah, so I'm from Sheffield. Lived here all my life. So I was about 18, 19. And then now I live, oh dear. Sorry. AVC. No, we're not all from Yorkshire, Lancashire. And obviously now I live in Langdon Mill, Nottingham, Derby border. My shop's in Nottingham. I live in Derby. Pretty much live on the border. Pretty much all because I met my missus. So,
well, you see me and Ian. We're nowhere near the north.
No, it's called Northern Union Vape Shop. We've got two Southerners on. We've got two Southerners and a Lancashire lad.
Oh dear.
We had to let a Lancashire lad in, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It weren't just smoke coils that went down then.
Yeah.
Mate, we've got a prize as well, mate.
We have. We'll do bag. We're gonna do. Do you want to do prizes now?
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
We can. If you just let me know if you want to do it now. We will run the bumper.
If you want to do your bargains first, it's up to you.
No, we'll run bumper for that, and then we'll do the bargains, and then we'll move on to a little bit of main topic.
So we're doing the handshake and then the
yes,
and then right, okay.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully gonna run bumper, then bring Shaw back on, but it might not work.
You know the magic number.
Got to shut my window.
That should have done it. There we go. I'm not that bright at this. I'm getting there.
Are we back?
We're back. So what we normally do is, if you didn't know, is we ask for a number, and then we will. Once we've picked the number, we'll tell you to go, and then you put a number in. Mick's already started.
Well, they need to know what they're winning first.
Yeah, well, there's been nothing other. Fresh air at the moment because you're not there.
Yeah, so it's fresh air at the moment, but it's at my shop. I forgot to bring it like a dickhead. But basically, it's a 12. Let it zoom in first, see if it works. Fucking hell, it's shocking that.
Right, drop the brightness down.
I can't do it because it's way. Basically, it's 12 Monkeys Illusions gift set. There's 3 of them in a gift set box. So that is up for grabs. They're all, I think there's 60 ml of liquid inside it because they're from Canada, not from within the EU. So they are up for grabs. There's no nicotine in it, so you have to add your own nicotine. 3 bottles, 60 ml each, and we'll pick a number. Who's picking a number? Anybody?
Well, it's you, Danny.
Yeah, you do it, CJ.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Pick a number, mate.
Send it through. So if you want to get some 12 Monkeys juice.
Illusions.
And what's the numbers between?
Yeah, got it.
120. Sorry, 20 and 120.
So that's what you're going for, between 20 and 120. And keep an eye on chat, guys, because it goes. So
Yep.
Did last week.
away we go. Put your numbers in.
Between 20 and 120.
You bobbing that in,
One.
Josh?
Hmm?
You bobbing that in chat? Between 20 and 120.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll do that.
We're just not organised, us at all. And that's why everyone else come and watch us, just to say like a train wreck.
Hey, got you on the Vaping with Vic show, so you've done something good so far.
Yeah.
Here we go. Super
Here we
sonic.
go. Get them
Oh,
in.
fucking hell.
God.
Mine
No.
hasn't gone mad yet. I think I'm a bit behind.
Hopefully I keep saying that I'll do Nightbot or something. We'll just pick a word.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Anyone else seen it?
No,
No. I've had a couple of close ones.
Oh, it's going mad now.
Dan Barden's not here neither. He normally wins it, doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
he? Either Stuart or Dan Barden. Some close ones, though.
Got a few close ones.
Ooh.
So I couldn't send it to you because we ain't so you don't know
Oh,
what
that's
watch out for.
Whoa. Net
Whoa,
reality.
whoa,
Graham's
we've got
got
a
it.
winner. Who won it?
Net reality.
Net.
Has he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
I'm just checking.
Two of us saw it, so we can't both be wrong, surely.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I must be behind then.
I'm behind, so I don't know when he got it.
Yeah,
I
he
like
got
this
it.
game. It's fun.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
I'm well behind Mark.
I must be well behind on this because I ain't seen it.
Yeah, it's there. Let me go up.
Oh, he's got it now. It's come through now.
That was it.
Yeah. Well done to Graham.
Well,
Well
done,
done,
Graham.
Graham.
Good job, mate. Good job.
Well done, buddy. I'll send that out to
We'll tell you
tomorrow
what
or
the
Friday.
was 94, wasn't it?
Yeah.
94, yeah.
94, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got it now. 94, yeah. Just underneath Lewis
Yeah.
with 94. So well done, Graham.
Yeah, great job.
Just inbox me your address, Graham. You know where to send it to, buddy. And I'll send it out. Probably the thing is, the stuff's at my shop, so I am sending stuff out tomorrow, but it'll probably be before I go to my shop. So yours might be sent out on Friday because the post office is only open 2 times a week with the coronavirus.
So are they going to email you then? Is he going to get in touch with you then, Danny?
Yeah, we message anyway, so he's gonna.
Yeah. Send him your address and obviously he'll post it out to you. So well done. So that is our little win there. Gentleman's handshake, whatever you want to call it. Nice little win there for 12 monkeys.
There's more next week.
He didn't think that he didn't like it when he gets it, but there you go. We'll get his impression of what it's like.
Well, it's 12 Monkeys, massive brand.
They are massive. They sprung up, didn't they? They sort of exploded, the 12 Monkeys.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into the promotion and stuff. A lot of money as well.
They are good juices as well.
I used to
Yeah,
really
some-
like. I used to really like manga bees, whatever it's called. I used to love that one.
Yeah. Some are very sweet though as well. So
Yeah, they are sweet.
So for the last half an hour or so, we have got some bargains, which we'll run bargains now, seeing as we've let you know some bargains that we've seen during the week. I will let me a little bit of a whinge about a bargain that I will tell you about. I'll run the bumper.
that'd be a bit big.
Benny's rant.
That pissed me off a bit.
And now,
From N.U.V.S, it's bargains of the week.
I've got one here. I don't know whether you've mentioned it before or whatever, but
I got a few, but I'm not sure
Right,
if you
so we're
mentioned.
back. We've got a few little bargains for you this week. I will tell you that eSig1 sent an email out, and I was jumping all over it. Like they put on in the email that the Geek Vape Boost was £14. So for a weekend deal, and I'm like, well, mine's knackered. I might pick another one up, then I can see what all the hype's about. Went on, sent it through to the lads. Danny's like, it's not. It's at £19.
Put 20 in my basket and it came to a lot of money and I thought, it's supposed to be only £14 this.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's all that about? Goes on, checks it myself. Yeah, £18.99.
Yep.
So, but they sent it through on email that it was 14 quid. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's bang out of order.
It's false advertisement, that, isn't it? They should,
Yeah.
carry on with that price rather than say, no, you can't have it now.
Well, I'm guessing someone's messed up with numbers on email, haven't they? I'm assuming. But I don't know, because if you walked into a shop and saw it at £13.99, and then you took it to counter and they said it were £18.99, you'd be arguing with them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. In Tesco, they have to honour that price. If you go in, it says 12 quid, and you go to the counter, it's 20. They have to honour the 12 quid because it's advertised as 12 quid.
An interesting fact about pricing in shops. It don't really work at Tesco's and stuff because it's all on system and automated. But the actual idea of a price tag in a shop is to open the bargaining at that price. So it's a bit like an auction. You walk into a shop, see it's a quid and go, I'll give you 90p, give you 95, that sort of thing. And that's the reason the price tags actually exist. It's a guide price.
You price yours up. I've started doing mine this year because a lot of people, they like to go in and they don't necessarily like to talk, do they? They want their own time to look through shit. So I've started pricing my stuff up now.
That pisses me off. You don't get an option in my shop. I used to work in a pub and I used to try every beer and make sure I knew everything. So if you said I want some hopper, bang, sorted. You walk into my vape shop, I'm a reviewer, I bought this stuff, what are you looking for? A vape. Yeah, but tell me what you're looking for, I'll suggest it. You don't have to buy what I suggest, just tell me what you're looking for, I'll suggest it. You can look at it and then guys, I won't buy one out of spite if that's what you really want to do. But I assure you, I will make this much easier, simpler and nicer if you just tell me the type of thing you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's social, come on.
Yeah.
So I've got one from Drip Drop Vapor. That is the Ragnar with 200ml of juice for £40 because they've fallen out with Steam Crave.
Really?
Yes, big time. Apparently they put on the Roma Miser V2 that you got, Danny, with all the kit. Right, there must have been a recommended retail price for that.
About 70 quid, aren't they?
Yes, and they were selling it off for about 32 quid.
Fucking hell, you couldn't get that at fucking wholesale.
So they'd got their back. They've ordered it in bulk from Steam Crave.
That one, innit?
Direct, yeah. So they'd gone to Steam Crave Direct, bought it off of them, got the discount, took it back, and then handed the discount out basically to the customers. And they got an email through saying that they went to order some more stuff and it came to more and they went WhatsApp. They put up, if you look on their tweet, it'll show you. And if you go onto their website, it actually shows you the email saying, where's his discount? Discount's been discontinued. And it was because they price fixed the Steam Crave saying that you had to sell it at this price. So what they've done now is they've got the new, is it a new one, Ragnar?
It's not new, no.
Right, well, they've got that in and they're selling it basically for the RDA's tank is 15 quid and then you're paying for 210 for e-liquid.
What juice?
It's their own, Drip Dot Vapor.
Even just a fucking tank, mate, it's worth it, you know what I mean?
So for 40 quid, so they're not dealing with it anymore. They've said, you're a bunch of tossers. I can sell it for whatever I want. I'm giving me discount to customers, but you're telling me that you've got to sell it at that price.
It'll be other shops that complaining to Steam Crave, won't
it? Yes, that's what I've said. That's
what they do, that 6 licks. So they say, right, you buy it this much, and then you got to sell it this much. If you don't, then we'll just stop selling it to you.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a little bargain for you there if you're after a bit of Steam Crave stuff. You know what I mean? There won't be any more. Once they've gone, they've gone. But like I say, it's about, if you're buying juice, it's about 15 quid for RDA. You know, yeah. Which is, well, it's an RTA. It's quite a big tank. I've not seen it before, to be honest with you. I thought it were new.
I mean, I've got 3 now, haven't I? And they're all good. All the Steam Crave tanks. Very good.
Yeah.
Still not a patch on this one, though.
It's your Manta, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's well good.
You're loving that. So, yeah, so go over there. That's a couple of bargains for there. Anybody else?
E-Sig 1, Grim Kit. Kind of want that, $14.99. Washington Vapes, Hal Vape, Anglo RDA, $9.99, and lots of Moorish puffy liquids for $9.99. That's what I found.
Good, that. Half price, that, buddy. Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, did you
the
see
green kit?
One?
That was the Grim Kit. I saw the Grim Kit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh.
That's all right. That's all right.
TVP loved it.
Some people did, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, apparently it's a good pod. So
And yeah, if you're looking for any for DIY, go over to Rainbow Vapes. They've got some Lorans for 30p. Lemonade is £1.49. Bastards.
Bloody hell.
Because I did at Ultima. I've got like 17 concentrates coming. I put that in, it were like £1.49. I'm like, you told me it was 30p, you fuckweeds.
Steve Barron, do you like the Black Panther by Dr. Vapes? I brought it in my shop and a lot of people did like it. But I love Dr. Vapes anyway. I think the whole brand's very, very good.
Yeah, you like Dr. Vapes. I do it all right. I
haven't tried any. Need to try them.
It's my, best flavour profiles, candy, fruit, that sort of thing.
Nick shots at 59p at Pound Stretcher, apparently.
That's what I just read as well.
There is Nick shots and Nick shots, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
How much do you charge for your Nick shots? Is it Harley, buddy? Your name's Harley, isn't it?
But inclusive in price.
Right. Yeah. See, I charge £1, but the vape shop around the corner charges £2. I think that's quite.
Oh well.
Pricey,
to be fair, every shop I've been around here usually charges 50p. But the reason mine's inclusive in price is because it really pisses me off when you say, how much are they? 12 quid. Carbon Island, please. 3 milligram, yeah. 13 quid.
That doesn't sound like me.
Your Nick shot. Well, why didn't you tell me it was 13 quid? Most vapors vape at 3 milligram if they're having shortfalls. Why did you not tell me it was 13 quid? Because it's better to go, it's 13 quid, zero nicotine, 12 quid, than it is to go 12 quid. Nick shot, 13 quid. No. You're trying to con me. I'm not all right with that.
Unless you've got a price tag.
I've noticed that vape shops tend to chuck in Nick shots, whereas wherever I've ordered online, I don't think I've ever had a Nick shot chucked in yet with liquid.
No, you don't online. You've got to add it to it, haven't you?
Yeah, but then I suppose you're getting it cheaper anyway, aren't you, online? So
online, they're not inclusive online. I shall point to it. Yeah, you have to add them online. I might put them inclusive at some point. But the problem with my shop at minute online is it's all below RRP. Some prices are slowly going up. But because I'm editing it, everything's below RRP. So to include wholesale price, I mean, I keep knocking discount codes out. As Stuart said earlier, I've just give 20% out for losing a game with Bobo. So to then include Nick shots as well before site's fully set up, I'd be losing money. So off of discount codes, I'm still losing money. But until it's up, you have to pay for your Nick shots separately.
And where do you get your wholesale stuff from?
Trade secrets on YouTube, man. I have 12 suppliers. When I first opened, I spent a lot of time looking at suppliers. So I've got 12. There's obviously 3 that I use most common.
Do you use like Flawless and Evolution?
I haven't used Flawless for a while. I still use Evolution a fair bit. But I haven't used Flawless for a fair bit.
I tend to find with Flawless, you can haggle the price a bit as well. If you see it cheaper from somewhere else, they'll give you the same price. But with Flawless and Evolution, they're the only companies really who tend to have everything that you need, if you know what I mean. Like Geek Vaping are very cheap on the Geek Vape Boost, a lot cheaper than the Evolution and Flawless, but they haven't got other stuff in as well.
There's 2 things that really piss me off about the vape industry that don't really happen in other industries. First thing, you've got wholesalers. Pretty much every wholesaler has got a retail account. Sorry, you choose a side. You can't sell me stuff at wholesale. Evolution does it. Flawless does it. You can't expect me to want to sell your stuff at retail price when at any point in time you can undercut me masses. If you're selling it me at wholesale price, you're getting a profit on that. So if you wanted to cut me and cut me dead, you could. That really pisses me off. The second thing is I can't remember. So,
well, Danny's been on about that because I'll say to him, I've seen it on Evolution Vaping for like 15 quid. And he went, that's cheaper than I can get it at wholesale.
Yeah. Well, if you actually ring them up though and say, listen, you dickheads, you put this on your site for this price, then they will lower it.
Yeah. Evo did quite a lot. That's the second thing that pisses me off. The BKS never contacted me in regards to rep. Flawless never contacted me in regards to rep. Why have I not got a rep? If you want me to be a loyal customer to your wholesale, you need to be phoning me with, because you've got some, like Bobo said earlier, one thing you should never do is bow down to sales, because they'll bankrupt you in making you buy stuff. Yeah. All right, that's under stock, but you will go bankrupt because you won't have the cash flow anymore. So I've got some wholesalers that are constantly like, doozy, buy this, buy that,
Yeah.
buy from us, buy from us. And then you've got other companies like VKS that, right, don't give a shit about my customer. I think, you know what? All right, don't give a crap about yours either. Do one.
Yeah.
The
No,
flawless don't.
Yes, fair enough.
Having said that, neither Evolution's ever messaged me either. But I do order from Evolution far more than I do the other two. But that's mainly because of price and products. There's a few companies, and I see them at Expo, and it's quite awkward. Because they're like, oh yeah, you're weird. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't buy from you. Why? Because you ain't got enough stock range. I'm not ordering and paying for shipping on two items, on two lots. Yeah, it might cost me 10p more to buy that mod from them. But if I separate it, I'm going to have to pay £12 for shipping rather than free shipping. Screw that.
Yeah.
So get your stock in and I'll order off you. But it's ironically that company that I'm talking about that I don't want to mention, they've got a rep that they don't order for me now because I haven't ordered for a long while, but they used to phone me. It's just unfortunate for them that they're not quite big enough yet to satisfy my needs.
Yeah, Vape Base used to ring me all the time. They're new.
That's what I'm on about.
I think Kieran or something like that, or Patrick, can't remember. An Irish guy fucking ringing me every other day, and I'm thinking, I'll order when I want to order. But I tell you something, there's a lot of dodgy wholesalers out there. One of them, and I'll mention it, Blue Horse. They are dodgy bastards, and so are Grey Hairs as well. They sent me stuff that's not even TPD regulated, so you're getting like the bigger tanks, no warning signs on the boxes about nicotine. And, you know, you can't class yourself as professionals when you're doing dodgy shit like that. So I ended all business with them sort of, people. But I do find...
to order from.
Yeah, I used to order from them, but I don't do now. They're just fucking dodgy.
I heard about Grey Haze being a bit dodgy.
Yeah, and if you go to Cheetah Mill in Manchester, I'm from Manchester. If you go to Cheetah Mill, you can get a smock, compare it to a real one. It looks exactly the same. It just doesn't last 2 minutes, though. That's the only thing. And you can guarantee some of these companies will be doing that.
See, Blue Horse have registered with but never bought it from as Flawless when I first opened. I think one of my biggest first opening stocks was with, not Flawless, that other brand you just mentioned.
Grey Haze?
Grey Hairs, yeah. But I think that one of my biggest first opening stocks. I used to order off them quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I only know about Evolution because of an Expo, I think. But I mix it around. Whenever someone phones and says, oh, yeah, we want your custom, I go, well, join the queue. There's 12 others.
Yeah.
But it also pisses me off, and this happens in every industry, that you buy something direct and then you look on the wholesale website and it's cheaper on that website. And now that happens a lot because they sell it as a deal and stuff. Like say in the beer industry, you used to buy Castle Rock cheaper from a distributor, cheaper than you'd buy it from Castle Rock with a discount.
Yeah.
So it happens in every industry, but that does quite piss you off when you go, yeah, I bought you down, that's a cracking deal. And then you look on your wholesale website and they've got it exact same price or lower. You think, didn't buy you down enough, did I? Shit.
Yeah. It's probably because they buy it in bulk, don't they? So they get a bigger discount. You know,
yeah, they'll barter in one-off deals and all that.
Yeah.
So before we finish off a little bit of the back end of the show with a little bit of main topic, I want to talk about school days. That's what we thought we'd come up with. What I want to know is each caster, was you a little shit at school?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Not too bad.
Oh, yes.
Because I was just curious, because obviously I went to, because I'm a little bit older, so I went to a primary, middle and high school. And I didn't come a little shit till I got into high school. And then I went all right, I was head boy at middle school and all that shit, prefect and all that bollocks. Do you know what I mean? So I was just curious what you were all like at school.
I was a good little boy all the way through school. I was the kid that that you see in the corner eating his lunch on his own.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, no, honestly, I was, but I got good grades for it. So I'm not. But yeah, I was the little shy kid in the corner.
I was the arsehole in the school. I was the one that
you were the one that I always hated.
I was the one that used to go around down the corridors with fart spray and stink the place out, that sort of thing. That's my sort of tricks I used to do.
You were the bloke who kept setting the bloody fire alarms off, weren't you?
Yep.
I was I'm trying to sit there trying to do my work, and then there's bellends outside making a hell of a lot of noise, setting fireworks off, and God knows what else.
Putting,
Stink
PV,
bombs.
putting PVA glue on the teacher's chair. That's me. And when they pissed me off, I used to go and find the car in the car park and let the tyres down, so they had to fucking mess about. So I used to do 2 of them, so they couldn't change them.
I always used to think, well, what have teachers ever done to deserve all this crap that they get?
Well, there should be an arsehole to me. That's the problem.
What about you, Ian? Were you a good little boy or were you a little shit?
Me, no, I was all right. I mean, I had my moments, like most kids do, but generally, I didn't get into too much trouble, to be honest. Not really.
Hip Hop Juice, how are you?
Hey up, hip up. Danny, yourself?
I was a decent lad, actually. I got good grades and stuff, but I did used to sell pornography. And I also sold things like cigarettes, like in packs of 3 and sweets.
He walked in with his flasher Mac on.
It got to a point where I can say this now, fuck them. I actually sold it to 2 teachers on a regular basis. They weren't paedophiles or anything like that, but I had loads of porn that I used to get for free off a mate of mine that I knew. And I also knew another guy who owned a newsagent, so all the old magazines, I'd take them in school and sell them. So I made quite a lot of money. And then I used to also sell fake IDs, so you can go and buy your booze from your local off license.
So, yeah,
I did well at school. I was always money orientated, me. Always about making money and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I got onto drugs and I fucking had no money.
Yeah. What about you, Harley? What were you? Were you a little shit or were you?
Quite a bit like Big D. Well, from primary school, I always realised if you were, I've always been mega polite. So teachers love me. And when teachers love you, you can be as little shit as you want because you've got teachers back you. So I was a kid that kind of used to go, fucking prick, what do you hit me for? And then they'd get done because the teacher would always believe me because I was a sweet, innocent little Harley. Yeah. Moving up into com, I was just constantly high. Yeah, I got really good grades. I don't know why, but I did.
Do you still like getting high?
No. I haven't been high for probably gone 8 years. I'm 25. It's been about 8 years. Just purely because same as why I don't like drinking. I like to be able to control everything, think everything. Like I said, when you do things in spur of moment, you really can't have all jumping in on you. I'd be out that window. Let's go.
It's worse when I do that before we come on the show, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Not to be anti-drugs or all, but the biggest thing for me was someone said, I wanted to know why aren't you coming for one? And they said, right, what are you going to do now? I said, well, just told you. And what are you going to do after? With some music, I might have another one. And then after that, not much. Just chill and feel good. Right, well, I'm going to go to the gym, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that. And for the amount that I was doing at the time, I just kind of went, you know what? No, I'm wasting far too much of this. And I know people that smoke it constantly that are just not even human beings anymore. And you can say it's not addictive as much as you want, and feel free to message me with your hate threats for it, but it is addictive. If you smoke it 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 5 years, you will not be able to just stop off it. You can't.
I mean, that's the same as
get angry because of it. Exactly.
If you have sugar, you get fat. If you had alcohol, you become an alcoholic. If you have too many fucking drugs from the doctor, you become an opiate addict. It's just about maintaining it in a moderate use. Like I've always used it moderately since I've become an adult, and it really does help me a lot. And it also helps a lot of other people. But if you abuse it like anything, because it can be addictive because you like the feeling of it and stuff like that. But in comparison to a lot of other things that are legal, it's not killed anybody. Where all the legal stuff like your alcohol and cigarettes and sugar kills fucking millions every year.
We've got a couple of comments coming in chat. Craig Brown set the school on fire accidentally and now it's caretaker, so how does that work?
Have you ever asked Bobo this question? You need to ask Bobo this question.
Apparently they've just put in they got expelled for looking like Jesus.
Yeah, he got Catholic school. And he got the cross out and lot. He took it full length. He told me, I said, Bobo, last question, everything else was finished now for 5 minutes left. Bobo, gives a random fact about you. And he went, 5 minutes later he went, well, people know this about me, but not so much in the vape industry. I got expelled from a Catholic school. Oh, did you, Bobo? What did you do? Did you swear at a teacher? No, I pretended to be Jesus on cross.
Yeah. Now he just looks like Jesus.
That just went extreme.
Yeah, I mean, the question I want to ask, schools are always asked you, like, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what do you want to do when you're older? Am I right in saying that, most kids do not know what they want to do when they grow up?
I never did.
No.
Still not sure now.
Because I mean, most kids will say, if you're young, you'd say if you're a boy, it's like either, like a rock star or, like an astronaut or a professional footballer, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen.
Did you have career advisors when you were at school?
Yeah.
Not career advisors, but my teachers used to ask me a lot.
Oh, like we had career advisors. So you go see them and you'd sit down and go, what do you want to be? And I want to be a doctor. And they just fucking start laughing. Get out, lad. Go. What do you mean?
I don't think that's the route you want to take, really, is it? That's what
I don't like blood, so that'd be fucked, wouldn't I? Do you know what I mean? But I went to an all boys school, which was interesting. I didn't find girls till I was 16.
You're frustrated, pal.
Oh, mate, it really strange because the good thing about it was you had no distractions because you were all just boys in school. The bad part about it, like I say, I didn't start meeting girls till I was 16, so a bit of a late starter. But we had some teachers that we used to get they'd get pole out. PE teachers, them white poles that you stick in ground.
Yeah.
It'd come out, if you've got your PE kit, you were goalpost. And if you argued about doing that, you'd get the other one and start whacking you with the fucking thing. Not fucking you with it till you sat down. And you were like, whoa. And then I was sort of like quiet till I was probably about 15. And then I went to play rugby. Well, I went to play rugby with my friends at 14 and the school teams because I went through at school where it was, when all teachers were on strike and they wouldn't do fucking after school curriculum. Ian might have known this. Because he'd have had the same thing. They wouldn't do it. And then when I was 15, they started doing it. So I started a rugby team. And I went up and said, I want to join. And my PE teacher at the time laughed at me and said, you can't play rugby. And my best mate went and says, one of the best ones on fucking team at rugby league, mate. So he let me join. I ended up being captain. But then I ended up starting fighting with one of the other PE teachers because he slapped me round the head. Because I moved. Do you know when you used to be in a line and they're picking numbers? 1, 2, 1, 2. Because you want to be on team. So I moved my place. And he said, you've just moved. I went, no, I didn't, sir. Yeah, you did. So he fucking clapped me round the head. Well, fucking hell, man. I just saw, honest to God, my mates had to hold me back. I said, don't you ever do that. My fucking mother don't do that. Well, going back at me off it. Fucking. Then I got expelled for that one. So, yeah.
Little bro vapes.
A little bit.
How you doing,
we got little bro welcome out kinky fuck. I don't know what that means. So, yeah. So I did 15. I got to be that.
I think it's something to do with hip hop's question. So how many people? How long before your first affair coming out of lockdown?
Yeah, there were plenty of people doing that. Flipping heck. So,
I don't do that.
What
did
do you mean
work
after lockdown?
experience?
Yeah, I did mine at fucking Shopping Giant, me. Remember that Shopping Giant?
No, we didn't have that, mate.
I think it was before Morrison's.
Right.
Yeah, I remember doing work experience. I think that was at a care home, it was.
Ooh,
Work experience.
fucking hell.
I went to the bike shop, building bikes up and around the back of the warehouse area.
Round the back of the bike sheds.
So, yeah.
I worked.
No one give me any though.
I worked in a pet shop.
Oh,
I
very
did,
good.
my best mate did a military supply base in Plymouth. So he'd got tons of pictures with turrets and came home with tons of ration packs and stuff.
That's the best work experience, that.
He was 16-year-old and went in a military supply unit. Shit, man.
He must have stole some stuff.
Well, he was given these ration packs.
Oh, that was it. Fucking hell. So, guys in chat, have you got any questions while we're chatting shit for Harley?
Yeah, get him in now before we got.
Get him in before we close down. Oh, little bro Vape's just popped up. When you said little bro before, I thought, where the fuck is he? He just popped up now.
Are you on slow?
I'm on live chat,
Danny.
Yeah.
He were on about getting whacked with goalposts, bit kinky.
Ah,
That's
right.
where yeah, honestly, mate, that fucking my teachers were fuckers. And then
Yeah.
that's the thing. What I want to ask: have you ever seen your teachers afterwards when you've left school?
Yeah, they're very pally.
I saw. I've seen a couple, but I haven't. No.
No, because
No.
I've
After
seen a
leaving
few.
school,
Sorry, mate.
after leaving school, I went into my favourite drinking place in town, and I saw my RE teacher. Now I'd already had a little bit of thing for my RE teacher, so I thought, "Oh, he's had a bit of booze. Here we go." More like, all right. It's like, yeah, you. And a mate went, so she's like, okay, and she's like very awkwardly like, and then they disappeared. I keep myself today thinking, I should have gone much smoother, just like to the bar like that. All right.
I bet you were a bit like off of In Betweeners movie going on with dance.
Worst thing was, I was only 17. I had a very I don't know if I should say it on live. Forget what I've just said. What I will say is the DVLA sends driving licenses are incorrect quite a lot. So some people benefit off that quite a lot. But yeah, so imagine seeing your student that left school last year trying to flirt with you and pull you. Really should have thought that over a bit more, shouldn't I, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly.
I'd have still done it again today. Oh, damn.
Craig Brown said, I'm working with a couple of them now. They haven't aged well.
Yeah. And someone put on, what's the Oxford X like, Danny?
Yeah, Steve Barrett.
I prefer the Oxford Origin one because of the airflow, basically. This one, it's very well made, and the design looks cool. The coil is the same unicoil as the other one, which is very good. The only thing I don't like is there's obviously the airflow. Also, it's quite a fiery motherfucker. So you put it on the low setting, it still produces a lot of vapor. So obviously, you'll have to go off the different coils that are available. But the coils that come with it, you still can't get a good mouth to lung with it. So hopefully there is other coils out there. But as a device, it's very well made, and you get good flavour. But regarding the draw, it's just a bit too fiery, even for me. You know what I mean? It can be quite harsh if you're using Nic salts, and that sort of device, you're mainly going to use Nic salts with it, really. So yeah, it's well made. Yeah.
Danny, do you want to ask Vavoom's question? Vape Vavoom?
Vape. If you're lost in a desert, Harley, what tank and mod and juice would you vape on?
Nah, I cheated today because I read that as soon as it came up. So it's unlimited supply. I'm going with my V-God Elite. I don't care what mod I've got as long as it goes up to at least 200 watt. Because yes, I do use 200 watt.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've got that party trick of when people come in shop, 1 ohm, 300 watt. I've changed my coils recently, but shall I try and do it now?
Speaking of coils, you need to check out Proper Coils. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were on Freeman and the Vape show not long ago, weren't they?
Yeah.
John Devlin.
So 200 watt, I don't even see it.
Is that not a hot vape, though?
That's 0.15. No. Just sucking hard. No, I quite happily do all.
I can go to like 110, 120, and after that it gets a bit too hot for me.
So as long as I've got a mod that goes up to at least 200 watt, I mean, I'm generally using that at 0.15, generally about 120 watt. That's got 3 wraps on each coil. I had 4 wraps other week. I lowered it. I was trying to get it lower for my mech. But other week when it was slightly, I think it was 2 ohm, I usually had about 160 watt. But to directly answer the question, if I've got unlimited coil and flat Claptons, I'm a V-God Elite. Don't care what mod, as long as it's good enough battery, because I don't want to keep coming back to my charging base and charging it, presuming I've got one. This desert's very vague. If you say no, sorry, you've only got stock coils, then you have to go with Falcon King. That's my favourite. I did a comparison video where I clouded the car out with the Freemax Mesh Pro, then I did it with the U-Well Crown, and then I did it with the Falcon King. And I just prefer it, but Mesh Pro is a very close competitor, but in my opinion, the top cap comes off too often. So it'd have to be Falcon King on my desert. And like I said, mod, I don't really give a shit as long as it's powerful enough. Juice. My favourite juice has got to be Strawberry Mango Crush by Juicier. Now, Juicier is one of them brands that go around to shops and everywhere. So proper try and oversaturate market with it. But Strawberry Mango Crush by Juicy is phenomenal. I didn't earlier point out why I'm on 10 milligram even in this. I did some reviews on some disposable pods from China, and I had like 5 a week for like 3 or 4 weeks, and they were 50 milligram. So coming back off that took me a long time. I think they were about 6 months ago. So I'm currently down on 10 mil. Hopefully next month or so I'll be on 0. But juice, anything that if I'm on a hot desert, then it's got to be something like Strawberry Mango Crush, maybe juicier.
I like the branding of Juicier. I've never tried them, but I like the branding.
Oh, next time you go to an expo, because they usually at expos, try Juicier.
Yeah.
You probably won't like all the flavors, but they are proper. Put it this way, I stocked 10 of each flavor last summer, and because it was hot, within 2 days the entire lot was gone. And my shop's not that busy. Bear in mind, I think I was selling them for about 14, 15 quid.
Yeah.
They are really decent juices.
It seems you like Vigo. Have you tried the juice Purple Bomb? That's nice.
I don't particularly like Vigo, to be fair.
I like this one and the ice one. The Berry Bomb, not so keen on. The apple one, very nice.
I'll have to give them a look. They do sell them, don't they, suppliers, so I'll have a look. But the only reason I've got that is because I was at one of the expos on the very back row. I think it was the one in London, Vape Jam. I think it was there, and the very last row was Vigo, and I picked it up. Tried like the airflow, and I thought very standard wicking. Yeah, I'll have it. And he offered me something. And while he was talking crap to me, I googled it, and he offered it with the same price it was online. So I just looked at him, we're at an expo. How much on that? Fine, and knocked me 10 off. No, in fact, I think he repeated himself, and I'm like, expo. I'll give you 25 for it. And he said, yeah. So I took it. Now, whenever I use an RTA or DA, I put that to one side. And it's very rare that I've had one that I like more. And I know that because after the Monday or Tuesday that I do the review, if I leave that RTA on until the giveaway, then I'd bloody well like it. I think the Asgard stayed on until the day I sent it. There's been 1 or 2, but the V-God for me is pretty much the go back to device. It is just so damn V-God Elite. It is just so damn simple and easy to make. You've got your post via airflow vertically up. All right, you've got your leaking problem. But I have found if you put your coils, this was so much easier with a diagram. If you put your coils slightly out too much, then when you drip, the liquid goes straight into the airflow. If it's like just at the right spot between the center and the outside, then you drip and any excess goes into the drip well rather than down your airflow. But I like it.
Yeah, I'll check that one out. The Asgard was very good.
Yeah, Asgard are awesome. And renowned for it as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gareth come in and said, Gareth Shep Parker said, morning all, have I missed out? So yeah, total show, mate. We're off in a minute. Watch it back on replay. Where's Danny going?
Oh,
where are you going, Danny?
His camera's gone.
Come back. Come back. All's forgiven. It's a nice shot of his roof. Oh, he's totally gone now.
Or at least it's not me this time.
Yeah. But if it's not you or CJ jumping in and out, it's Danny that's gone now. I think he's probably passed out.
No, no, sorry.
Yeah. Well, we're going to close Shaw off, so he might be back before end. If he's not, he's back. He's back.
There you go.
You know what I did? My camera's on the fucking table there behind the monitor, and I fucking kicked the bloody table so it's gone over. Good job I went sat in my underpants. You know that fucking
well, we only saw a roof, mate.
Jesus Christ. With Mrs. naked on bed there.
Well, that's normal, mate. Right, so we'll go around, says goodbyes. We'll start with JP.
Right, thanks, Benny. Nice to meet you, Harley. First time actually seeing you. Another good show. Nice to see a nice bunch of people in chat again. Remember that the vape shops are starting to open up, so please pop over to your local vape shops, give them a little bit of support, since they've been struggling if they've not been able to have an online presence. And and be safe. And I'll see you soon. And I'll pass it on to Sugar Lips again.
Drop that way now.
Come on, Sugar Lips.
I can always take the mickey out of you, JP. There you
Do
go.
it. Do
Yeah,
it,
but
man,
the
do
only
it.
thing is, it doesn't fit me.
Right, guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Really, really good show again. Harley, Harvey, I called you Harley then.
It's called Harley.
That's
Harley,
not name.
Harvey, really nice to meet you, mate.
No. Stop. You call me Harley, then you corrected it to Harvey, then call me Harvey again. My name's Harley.
I didn't say Harley again, did I? Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
It's blame on the TV.
Yeah.
Thank you to our spanners in chat. You do amazing as always. Stuart's been plugging your link to your channel all evening. So, yeah. All five of the casters. Really nice to see you again. Always a pleasure. And yeah, see you same time next week. So, Danny, Big D Vapes.
Thank you, CJ. Thanks to Harley for popping on. He's got a really good channel out there. He's done a lot of live shows as well. One for charity, which was really good. I couldn't have done that, so credit to you, buddy. You did really good. I saw little bro Vapes on there early hours in the morning. I think he was pissed, wasn't he?
Yeah.
If not, it's unusual. So great to have you on the show, buddy. I'm on your show, I think, next month, aren't I?
Yeah, I'll just double check.
So Harley's got a show on Sunday, is it 6 p.m?
Yeah, Sunday 6 p.m. You'll be on the 12th.
Yeah.
It's every Sunday at 6.
So every Sunday at 6 you can catch Harley on the Vape Mill channel. Thanks to everybody in the chat for joining us, all the big end reviewers like Little Bro Vapes. That's it, actually.
No, Kieran's in.
Oh, Kieran, ABC. Also Nature Vape, thank you.
Vape, Mark's in.
Thank you to the two Stuarts, A and B. Stuart B, I'll be sending your parcel out tomorrow, your prize from 3 weeks ago. Thank you. Thanks to Mark, CJ, Ian, and JP. Awesome, guys. I'll hand that over to Ian.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Harley, thank you so much for joining us, mate. Pleasure to meet you personally. So thanks for joining us. It's been great. Everyone in chat, you've all been amazing as ever. Spanners, thank you all so much. You're fantastic. All of you are amazing as ever. And I will pass it round to... Oh, hang on. Tomorrow night, there's a show called... I always forget this bit. Laid Back Vape Show. Myself, Matty, and Danny. If you'd like to pop along from 7, that would be fantastic. And obviously, you know, you got other shows during the week. I can't name them all because there's just too many. Oh, Mark's. Yeah, Wednesdays. Mix in with Benny.
Yeah.
Good.
And friends.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm just not there yet. So yeah, thank you all very much, and I'll pass it around. It's just you now, Mark. Just
Ali's not me.
Ali. Let's go you.
This show started off so well, then you forgot my name, you forgot
Like, mate, it goes downhill all the time, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. It has been a pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Like I said, we've got Big D on the 12th. We've actually got Benny on as well on the 7th, is it?
5th, isn't it?
The 5th. Benny on the 7th and Big D on the 12th. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much. I've had a laugh. I've had a cider. It's been good fun. So thank you.
No problems. Good to have you on. So right then, guys, thank you very much for joining us on the Northern Union Vape Show. Thank you all the chat. Without you, we couldn't do a show. Keeps it all going. Thank you to our lovely spanners for doing their business, Stuart and Stuart Aaron. Fantastic. And the rest of you, thank you for everybody. Like I said, the reviews that come in. Check out their channels that have come in on the chat. Also,
Late Night Vape Show.
Check out Harley's vape channel. Give him a bit of support. Like I say, he did the 52 hours. He missed a few hours out because he forgot that he were a load more hours in like 3 days. So he only did 52. But we'll let him off with that because he was a cracker. Just kept going. When he was snoring and things like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, good show. So check him out. Thank you for joining us. Go over to the Late Night Vape Show. They have got BFG on. They're on now. They should have just started. So if you want to see BFG from usually on with Solo, you can go give him a bit of support. So go over there and see them. And yes, we're back next Sunday. Not sure if we'll have a guest. We will see. And you can also find me on a Wednesday for Mix It with Benny and Friends, and that's at 9 o'clock. So we will see you. And don't forget, Ian, tomorrow night, Harley at 6 o'clock next Sunday. All right, and then James when he decides to do one on a Friday night. If
And there's
he
more
has.
prizes next week as well.
Say that again.
There's some more prizes next week as well.
No, gentleman's handshake. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all later. Bye for now.
All right, everybody.
Ciao.
Ow.
Ian, you lowered yourself.